Ahora Nida.
Now, Pedro, are you there, Pedro? Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Hello. Greetings,
Hello.
comrades. Dear friends, thank you very much for allowing me to participate in this meeting and to have the opportunity to salute you. I think this type of conversations are crucial today because we need a global mobilization for peace and development. And in order to make
Pedro, I know that you will have you are very rich in vocabulary and knowledge, etc. And please be more concise in order not to go beyond time frame. Okay, please. Now, your time.
If you stop using my time, I'm sure that I'll be able to transmit some crucial ideas for the moment. The conjuncture is very, very delicate. And in order to prevent an apocalyptic situation at the global level, facing food crisis, an energy crisis, and the possibility of the escalation of nuclear conflict, we need to recover, we need to reclaim our capabilities to decide as individuals.
Also financial, don't forget, financial crisis, and you are an expert.
Exactly, but the problem is that we need to put in the context. The financial crisis, the monetary crisis, is today the crux of the problem, precisely because of the development of capitalism. The more immediate situations show us very clearly that the headquarters of the global oligarchy are precisely the financial speculative networks with the core linked to the global monopoly of transactionality, liquidity, and loans, credits given by the dollar and the international fiat money system linked to the dollar monopoly. And that is precisely why we need to reclaim our capabilities, I insist, at different levels, through a new imagination, new ideas, new political proposals in order to construct levels of sovereignty. Sovereignty at the national level, that is a very, very important thing to stress. We need to enhance the conditions for deploying economic policy as the point of departure, as the condition of possibility for political policies within our countries, but we need to create new spheres of sovereignty at the supranational level, regional level, and at the global level. And in order to prevent the efficacy of the financial, monetary, commercial, technological war waged by the Anglo-American imperialism and their system, that is a class war, not only capital against labor, not only the North against the South, but it's very clearly now that is a class war within the triad, within the more intimate partners in the imperialist endeavor. So we need to prevent the continuation of this deployment, for example, through the sanctions that today, for example, have a very criminal effect, preventing the possibility for Syria to assist, to help the people hurt by the earthquake. We need to create new possibilities for our countries to have instruments to react to the challenges of the nature, the challenges of the economic and financial crisis. That is why it's crucial to have a new financial architecture at the national level, at the regional level, at the global level. There are three main pillars for this new regional, for these different levels of new financial architecture. The first one is a new type of currency, not the crazy idea, the colonial idea of the copying or the replica of the European experience, but to create from the very sound theoretical grounds of Marxist theory for the critical theory, the post-Keynesian theory, about what the fetishism of money and commodity had created in terms of the domination of our everyday lives, and to create new instruments, new vehicles, not of speculation, not of exploitation, but on the contrary, new vehicles for the cooperation between the peoples, for the validation and the recognition of the effort of the different peoples, including the non-paid works of very, very crucial non-paid works of efforts of women, but also of the communities that are not recognized by this unequal exchange that constitute the medule, the core of the international exploitation among peoples, among different social formations. The second great pillar is to exploit the possibilities of this new concept of money as the vehicle of the coherence and the creation of synderesis in the relationships, in the works of the peoples, in terms of the new type of development bank, a new type of finance that could back up the needs of investment in the new technologies in order to prevent the profundization, the exacerbation of the technological asymmetries, the development asymmetries that retrofeedback the possibilities of exploitation in the new forms of imperialism. And the third great pillar of this situation is to constitute a new system of stabilization funds, alternative to the International Monetary Fund, that could prevent the possibilities of the use of the SWIFT mechanism, of the sanctions, the speculative attacks against our currencies that have been very successful through the time and have been specialized and have been enhanced as part of the repertoire of imperialism to attack our peoples. We need to build up new conditions, new forms of sovereignty at the national level. We need to build up block regional arrangements at the regional level, like what the initiative of the Bank of the South, the Fund of the South, and the regional compensation mechanism that was implemented in Latin America but has been boycotted during the last years, promised as a new type of integration, a new social and productive realm of real integration, not from the perspective of the banks, not from the perspective of the transnational, but from the perspective of the people needs. And finally, we need to build up a coordination, not only the South-South coordination, but to build up the new conditions of a multipolar world, effective multipolar world beyond the rhetorics, that could open the doors for the financing of the new technological and scientific revolution in every realm of our globe. The possibilities of the building of this new type of real capabilities, the condition, the possibility condition of the new type of development are the basis for peace. Otherwise, within the structural crisis of overproduction, we are going to repeat the history of the First and the Second World War. it's very clear that the technological, commercial, financial, and currency wars that have been deployed today would grasp any type of justification. But the planification, the planning of the war as the mechanism of retaining hegemony are the big danger for the survival of the species. The democratic and human possibility of another future depends upon the real capabilities of acting upon our destiny. And the new financial architecture is the basis not only for stopping the financing of the war, accepting worldwide the value of the dollar and the domination of the Anglo-American financial networks, but also to create new conditions for the Bandung spirit. That means not only the Afro-Asiatic cooperation, but also the inclusion of the peoples of Latin America, the peoples of Europe, Europe and the United States that has been oppressed by the financial oligarchy. These pragmatical and specifically operative mechanisms of policy space enhancement must be part of the not only of the academic concerns, but also must be part of the struggles of the political and social movements worldwide. Thank you very much.
Thank you.